So somebody has asked how much Java knowledge is required if I want to do Selenium UI automation with Java. So let me open this sheet. So basically, core Java part will be like comprised with this, like understanding about variable and data types, conditional statements. Okay. And conditional statements means all, if else decision making, if else those things. Array, loop, when we say loop, um, for loop, while loop, there are different looping structures. Function, class concept, object, constructor, and not just theoretically. So whenever we will start all these things, and we are going to start in free session also, we'll do all these things practically. Okay? And we'll understand what are these things, why this is required. So this is basic Java, core Java part. You should be good if you want to start with Selenium. So once this will be done, we will start with the Selenium topics. And then once Selenium part is done, we'll start with Cucumber, which is also good to learn about behavior-driven development, supported testing. And then we will talk about some continuous integration techniques using Jenkins and Git. So that completes a circle about learning Selenium UI automation. Uh, Somebody has asked whether we include mobile. No, in this course, we have not added. So once this is completed, you can learn Appium on your own. See, if a person who has a solid base about Selenium, they can learn Appium on their own. Or maybe in future, if we'll start some Appium course, we will inform. Let me go back to the agenda. So we need these installations. If you want to work with uh, Selenium with Java, it's better to install Java. So I am going to show you from where you can install Java. Simply search, do Google. So google.com, say Java installation, and the official website for this is oracle.com. And here you will get that latest version is Java 19. There is JDK2 available. We'll talk about what is JDK, what is JRE, what is, all these things, JVM. We'll learn those things. But as of now, I just want to tell you that you can install Java based on your system. So if I have Windows, I will install this x64 MSI installer. So you can click here. If it will ask you to register with the Oracle, register it, no issue. And you can get the installable files. Once you click that, you just have to click next, 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 and it will take some time to install. Okay. So I'm sharing this in chat window as of now. And here also I'll keep a note in Notepad. This is Java installation. This is all latest. You can have the previous version also. That's fine. Next thing is Eclipse or any IDE. You can have IntelliJ IDEA also. But Eclipse is a good thing, very simple one. That's why I have written Eclipse. So Eclipse, what is Eclipse? First of all, let me Google first. So Eclipse, download. So eclipse.org is the official website to install Eclipse. So Eclipse is required to make your project, to compile your code, to run your code, right? Eclipse helps on that part. So Eclipse ID, you can get it from here. And Notepad, I have just written it so that, you will keep a good, you know, practice of noting down something. That's why. So this is optional. You may have, or you can skip this, but Notepad plus plus is advanced version of Notepad. Fine. These are required. But once you do Eclipse, then it will ask you which flavor of Eclipse you need, right? So I'm just showing you that once you will install Eclipse, um, Eclipse for, so I just want to show you image so that you will remember. Yeah, once you will download, it will ask you what Eclipse you want. Eclipse ID for Java developers. Just let me make it bigger. This one. So it will ask you whether you want Eclipse ID for Java developers or Eclipse ID for enterprise Java web developer, CC++ for tester, something like that. So don't do anything here. Just install Eclipse ID for Java developers, right? These option will come for you. Fine. Coming back to this. Now I want to talk about how to, again plan for learning this Java and Selenium. Again, all this. Let's understand. Any programming language, if you are learning from very basic, from zero, let's say, right, it will take time. It's like learning any language, right? You have to be good on the vocabulary part, right? If you want to learn any language, in you have to be good on the yeah, like their structural part, right? Their grammar part. You should not do grammatical mistake. In the same way, for the software programming languages, this rule is applicable for software programming language as well. You have to understand what are the syntax of those language, right? How to construct one instruction, how to form the instructions, right? What are the keywords you will use? All those things. How to solve a problem, how to execute the program, right? It will take time. So lifelong, you have to learn Java. It's not like that that you complete some course and you can say that I know everything about Java. It's not like that, right? But if you want to make it a time bound way, if you want to frame it, so at least like 6 months it takes. But we don't want to do it in 6 months as of now. What we will do is we will learn basic thing and then keep on learning things parallelly. Right? Parallelly learn it. Parallelly learn other things about Java. It's like this. But it takes 6 months to 1 year. I'm saying 6 months if you want to, actually you want to be good on Java. And it's nothing. If you're thinking this is too much time, you are wrong. It's nothing. If you have a long career, right? Um, it's nothing to learn a good thing. If you want to, you can invest 6 months, 1 year, 2 year into this. It's not like that you have to 24/7, you have to think about Java programming or any programming language. It's not like this. Every day, at least 1 hour, if you will give, it's sufficient. Okay. Okay, I want to talk about programming is easy. So I want to know from all of you here that how many of you think that programming is very difficult? That is not our cup of tea. Accordingly, I will talk. It's like this. Yeah, you can raise your hand if you think like that. Okay. So let's understand about Why I'm saying programming is not that much difficult. Any program is generally made for solving some issue, solving some problem. So, for example, let's say if somebody says that uh, you have to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, right? Let me Google it first for you so that everyone will understand what I'm saying. People, or we say centigrade to Fahrenheit or something like this. Okay, centigrade to Fahrenheit. So, so this is the formula. So if you provide something in centigrade, degree Celsius, sorry, if you want to convert it to Fahrenheit, it will be like this. So if I give 2 degrees centigrade in Fahrenheit, it is called 35.6 Fahrenheit, right? It is the unit of measuring temperature. Okay, and there is some certain formula about it. Now, somebody will say that, hey, can you make a program for our website where anybody can put the value in Celsius and they will get the answer in Fahrenheit. So for example, here in some website, it's like if you'll give the value in centigrade, it will give you the answer in Fahrenheit. So for example, here, if I say 23, it is saying me in Celsius, it is -5. How it is working? Is this some kind of magic? No. In the background, they are running something. When you put 23 in the background, one program is executed, and then the result of that program is some value, and they are showing it in the user interface. Okay. Now, what is that formula? Can somebody put in chat window? You should remember, guys, it's not a difficult thing. In your 11th or 12th, you must have seen this kind of question. I think the formula is C minus 5 by 9 is equals to F by 32, something like that. Okay, let me check so that we will not do wrong thing. So formula will also, we will get it from Google. So this is formula is C. Okay, okay. I want to get simpler formula. So let me say formula. Okay. It's a very simple one. Yeah, this one. I'm copying this. Or this one. Fahrenheit is equals to centigrade into 9 by 5 plus 32. This one. Or in your academic you must have seen C by 5 is equals to F minus 32 by 9, something like this. Oh, now I remember. It's C by 5 is equals to F minus 32 by 9. So let me write it. Now I remember it was not like this. It was C by 5 is equals to F minus 32, sorry, by 9. Or if you will resolve it by cross multiplication again, so it's like F is equals to C cross 9 by 5 plus 32. Plus 32. So this will be again a bracket. This. Let's take this. Yes. So the question is, my input is C, my output should be the value of F. So mathematically, it's very simple. If somebody will ask you, hey, convert the 2 degrees centigrade Celsius to Fahrenheit value. So you'll say, okay, 2. I'll put the value of C as 2. and the answer will come something for the Fahrenheit value. But when you do in a program, right, it's not about just declaring this and it will automatically print your answer, right? You have to instruct your system properly. So there is a proper way you have to take. So what will the steps? Take input value C. Okay. Then um, calculate based on formula. Okay, so that formula is this. You have to put the value basically once you go, and then print F, that Fahrenheit. So that is the steps. Now to do these things in a proper programming language, you have to understand how to take the value, how to take a value C. So you have to declare it first. What is C? It's a kind of some integer value, numerical value, right? So you have to declare it that, okay, some kind of integer we have. Now the next thing is the answer will come also in some integer or float value or decimal value. As of now, let's understand that, okay, it's some kind of, so you have to tell to your system that I want to take two variables. First one is centigrade, which is just putting the variable name as C. You can give some other name also. Another is F, and you have to take the input from the user. So for that, there will be some program, right? You have to write some instructions. I'm not going into that as of now. So you have to write some instruction to take the value at the runtime. So here, if you see, we are providing the value at the runtime, right? I can put anything here. Where was that? It was this website, right? Where I can put anything at the runtime. I can say 45. How quick it is. It is showing me 7.2 centigrade. If okay, opposite is like if I give it here 87 Celsius, the output for the Fahrenheit is 188.6. So how fast it is. So basically, coming back to this, you have to put some instructions to take the input from the user at the runtime, and then this formula will do its own task once you have the value of C. And then to do the print, coming back to the system, you have to write something. So there is nothing, what we say, analytical thing as of now here. It's very straightforward thing. And anything which you put as a question, there is a reason, right? We want to resolve some issue. We want to resolve some real life problems. It's like this. So you have to take programming as like we want to resolve something. Don't take any programming question as it's very silly question, why we have to do it. So some people may think like, why to learn about how to find even numbers between 2 to 20. If somebody will ask you, right? So that's a problem, right? You have to resolve it. You have to think how I have to find out all the even numbers between 2 to 20. And programming is all about whatever you think in your mind, you have to represent that in program. Programming is all about how what your human mind does, you have to convert it to program. With that note, I am stopping it here.